Hello, I'm here today to give you some weaning tips because I obviously survived weaning 2 babies at once and it was quite stressful at times, but I did pick up some tips and tricks along the way, so I thought I'd share them with you. While I chat to you, I'm going to show you some pictures of what weaning looked like for us, and that might kind of terrify you, but yeah, it was quite funny and it's quite nice to look back on now that they're older and they kind of do it all themselves mostly and don't make quite so much mess. So yeah, there you go. My first tip is don't beat yourself up about not making every meal for them homemade, every puree homemade. The little meals that come in the pouches really save my sanity. When we're out and about, they're really useful, and also babies really love them because they're so smooth, much smoother than you can make at home, that babies do really like them. So occasionally when you want to get them to try something new, or when you just need a bit of convenience, they are really useful. My second tip is as soon as you want to encourage your baby to start to self-feed, it's a really good idea to always give them food that they can pick up. Now I know that sounds obvious, but a lot of people get really hung up on whether they're doing spoon feeding or baby-led weaning. And I realised that I just needed to relax and give them a bit of both, and that was okay. So at every meal I gave them something that they could pick up with their hands. And sometimes they didn't do it, sometimes they just threw it on the floor, as you'll see from the pictures. But yeah, I think it really encouraged them because that was there at every meal. As soon as they could start to pick things up and put them in their mouth, it really started. My third tip is, as soon as you do get onto that stage, breadsticks. Well, actually breadsticks as soon as they can have wheat, obviously, but breadsticks are the answer even now. Kids love them, babies love them, they're easy to pick up, they're really convenient for you can carry them around. They can kind of, when they haven't got a lot of aim with what they're putting in their mouth, because they're quite long, they can somehow eventually get them in their mouth. So really good for teaching them to actually get the food in their mouth rather than in their hair or up their nose or anything. So as soon as they can have wheat, breadsticks are a very good handheld food to try with babies. Number 4, all that said, don't get too hung up on the self-feeding because all babies do it at different times. Mine did it at really different times. I used to give them bowls of yogurt and a spoon and try and encourage them to feed themselves with a spoon more. But yeah, babies do it at different times, and you know, as long as they're getting the food in their mouths, whether you're helping them or whether they're picking it up, sandwiches from their tray or something like that, don't get too hung up on it. Just encourage them and just help them as best you can. They will get there in the end. Number 5, when they do start to self-feed, you can buy bowls that have a sticky bottom, like a suction cup type bowl that stick to the high chair or the table, whatever you're feeding them from. And those are amazing because I used to have bowls thrown at me, bowls thrown on the floor, bowls flying everywhere. Babies can't work out how to hold the bowl and spoon at the same time, so they're really helpful for the baby and also for the mare. I hope those tips are useful. There's lots of weaning recipes on goodtoknow.co.uk if you'd like more info, and I'll see you soon.